ba bum, bum bum ba bum, bum 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 ba bum. We're here to honor that today is the day that the NFL laughed and the Patriot fans cried. For 20 years, the Patriots have been a thorn in all our sides. For 20 years, Tom Brady has proven to be a winner. For 20 years, it's always been, what are the Patriots going to do? What are they going to do? Sorry, it's very emotional. We have Bill Belichick, the hoodie. We will be fine. Brady went to Tampa. Well, bite me. He won the Super Bowl in Tampa. That should have been me, not him. Me. We got Mac Jones, a successor. We will be fine. Mac Jones is now a Jaguar. Yeah, he's a Jaguar now. I'll ask us for a moment of silence. For Bill Belichick has been forced out like an elderly man from his home. And sadly enough, he's considered one of the greatest head coaches in NFL history. But no one has even offered him a Walmart greeting job in the NFL. What does that say how we treat the elderly? So please, give us a moment of silence. A moment of silence. Seriously, a moment of silence. Stop laughing at me! Hey everyone, I'm Cortes, and I'm a critic, and welcome. Yes, we are talking about the Patriots, and yes, this jersey surprisingly still fits. Wow, I am surprised. And yes, it's Tom Brady, because who else I was going to get in this time of destiny and mockery and just saying that, we are very mean people. When we see greatness, we're so quick to, how quickly will they fall? I mean, we see LeBron doing it. Now Mahomes is on the rise, and people are thinking, like, when is Mahomes going to fall off? When is Mahomes going to fail? Why can't we appreciate that we have witnessed so much success in sports with an athlete that we are so quick to, now granted, if you're a Chiefs fan or a Patriots fan, of course you were mocking everyone going, we won the Super Bowl again. And now that's the Chiefs dance. The only difference is that there's actually some conspiracy behind the Chiefs one, and a lot of it seems a little bit like, okay, I don't believe in conspiracies, but some of you are like, either write a novel, a fan fiction novel, or touch grass, man. Just touch some grass. Just get out there, find something else better to do with your life. I'm trying to do that right now too. But the Patriots, I think it's official. The Patriots are going through the phase that lots of dynasty has gone through. The Cowboys went through it. The Steelers went through it. The Dolphins went through it. I mean, eventually the Chiefs will go through it. Don't know when, but every franchise, except for probably, I'm going to say Green Bay, might be the only one that I feel like they have not really suffered a letdown. I mean, they had Favre, they had Rodgers, Jordan Love did good in his first debut, so maybe Green Bay might be the one that's destined to be. Green Bay fans, we never let us falter. We may have low season, but doesn't mean we're not considered out of it. San Francisco went through a low period for a long time, so Patriots, man, just take your ticket and wait in line. Eventually your number will come again, if ever. But you have done something that no one has ever seen. And yet we are so quick to hate on it. To the point of like, okay, seriously, what did they do to you personally to make you be like, you curse them like they're terrorists. You curse them like they're criminals. Hey, we saw greatness. I wasn't around, or I was, but I wasn't into basketball to see what Jordan did with the Bulls. It was just word of mouth. I was there when I saw Kobe's rise. I was there to see LeBron's rise. I mean, Steph Curry now, but we were alive to see these great athletes, but yet somehow we're so quick to just like, man, can they fall? Sorry, random, that's a side tangent. But the New England Patriots, I didn't think they were going to be good, because I only thought the Jets were going to be good, the Dolphins were going to be good, and the Bills would be good. So I thought the Patriots were destined to be fourth place regardless of, but I did feel like they would be a 7-win team. I thought they would be a 7-win team. Maybe 8, maybe they got lucky and steal an extra win from the Bills. But 4-13. I can't remember when the Patriots were this bad. 4-win seasons. Ah. 2000? 99? 98? No, 98 maybe? 99? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time. There are kids born in 2000 that are adults now that never know what the word losing is. And just like most people from New England, they're obnoxious. So I guess it's part of the course, you know. And you got the Bruins, you got the Sox, and you got the Celtics. So they're in Titletown, USA. They're happy, but like any sports fan, never satisfied. So looking at that, seeing the season that was, what is their best game? Week 3, they beat the Jets. They beat the Steelers. They beat the Broncos. Oh, Week 7 versus Buffalo. They beat the Bills, which, okay, the Bills were one of the favorites to, you know, have that finally beat the Chiefs, finally surpass, finally get to the Super Bowl, finally. They're one of the team where like their destiny was finally. And this was probably one of the better game because, you know, the Patriots were still a 5-loss team at this time. It felt that we beat the heavily favored Bills. Pardon me. We beat the Bills. The Bills were still like the Bills, the big boogie, 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 boogie. They were the boogeyman of the AFC East. And they were always considered like, we have the Chiefs, then Bengals, Bills, Ravens, one of those 3 will eventually get there. But that was the team. It was, look, it's the Bills. And then when the Patriots beat them, a franchise, kind of like what Green Bay did with Chicago, it always felt like, well, the Patriots are going to beat the Bills every time. Now it's like the tile has reversed. Now it's, if the Bills lose to the Patriots, kind of like, ooh, the Patriots, they did something. Oh my God. And this one was a good match. Mac Jones with 25 of 30, 272, 2 touchdowns. They looked good. It was the fourth quarter was a slobber knocker, but it was good. Good game. And the Patriots pulled it off. Did anybody think it was going to change? No, I didn't think it was going to impact anything. It felt more like Buffalo. It's okay. It's okay. You had a letdown. It's okay. It's okay. No one's blaming you. Patriots fans, don't get big head of yourself because you're still bad. Buffalo, hey, just brush it off. The season's still very young. You'll be fine. No one's complaining about it. But little did we know that the Bills would struggle for the rest of the season, still win the division, and somehow go, yeah, we didn't do our jobs pretty well to keep Buffalo out of the playoffs, even though we could have. Now, in New England, your worst game, and very similar to the Jets, there was a lot of bad games. But sometimes, like I did with the Jets, there is a narrative spin. Perception. And I think we all know which one it is. Week 13 versus Chargers. 6-0. You lost by 2 field goals. Hell, not even a touchdown. And they're both with 38-yard field goals. What a funny thing. We know there's another game that was 3-0. And I'm not going to spoil it in case for those don't remember right now, but I'm not going to spoil it. But this, we have professional athletes getting paid more than probably every single fan in their stadium makes. And we see a game of 6-0. Now, granted, the Patriots were only 2-9 at the time, and the Chargers were still just desperate, just trying to find a way to stay alive. It was bad. 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 This is one of those games that if this was a prime time game or in a prime time slot, they would have changed the channel. They would rather show a rerun of a playoff game back with Phillip Rivers and Tom Brady on the team than show this matchup. It was embarrassing. But funny enough, not a lot of games. There's a lot more game that I thought that would end in these type of field goal games where it's just field goals at points. 6-0. I would assume you would get at least one touchdown. You would have won it. Or at least a field goal made 6-3. No points. Really? Have we really? I mean, yes, I heard the weather was bad. But still 6-0. When you hear 6-0, you're probably not thinking NFL. You're probably not thinking NFL. But 6-0, that's your worst game. Because, to be honest with you, I don't think... Because the Chargers only scored 6 points, too. It's not just the Patriots scored nothing. It's that the Chargers only scored 6. If it was like 20-0, I'd be like, well, the Chargers put 20 points on you. Okay. But 6-0? It just feels like you couldn't get 3 somewhere. You couldn't get within field goal to get 3. Okay. And that's not, I mean, maybe it was a Chargers offense that was lackluster too, or the Patriot defense was showing up. I don't know. Man, 6-0. And then you go home and say, well, I got my $1,000 checks for playing in a 6-0 game. I'm so proud of both these franchises for making the one game where I only have enough money for one ticket. And I picked the Patriots and the Chargers when the season started. I'm so glad I got incredibly drunk on beer watching the game that, honestly, I probably would have fell asleep. Man, that was bad. That was bad. Your team MVP for 4-13. Who do you think is the team's MVP? It's kind of a tie, and since it's my channel, I can make this. The team MVP goes to Tom Brady and the fan base of the New England Patriots. Because Tom Brady showed up one last time on the field to make fans happy, and it kind of showcased so much more that, yeah, Tom Brady was the reason. Not Bill Belichick as much he thought it was Tom Brady. I'm sorry, it was Tom Brady, because Tom Brady got the last laugh. Now, you might think he got the last laugh when he won it in Tampa and went to 3 straight playoff games and ended his career with the Buccaneers. But he had the last laugh, because while he had success in Tampa, maybe not, multiple Super Bowls, but at least went to the playoff 3 years, he won the division twice, he won a Super Bowl. He had the last laugh. He had the last laugh at the end. And Patriots fans that were upset about that, and they are criticizing and flipping off the Patriot organization and everything, they are the MVP. Especially when the team was 2-10, and they still went to the home games. Those are the MVPs. Those are the most valuable people, because they still went to the game when their team were losers. They could have been the obnoxious fan base that said, I grew up with 20 years of winning. I am so much better. I have my privilege, my arrogance. But nah, they still went to the stadiums in the dead of winter and watched their team play terrible. They're the MVPs. They deserve credit. They're the MVPs. And that's the New England Patriots. Now, we all know they're going to get a quarterback, right? Drake May, Jaden Daniels, somebody. We know they're going to get a quarterback, right? Right? I mean, they got a former player turned coach, and we saw how well that would with Houston. I'm not saying that's a new trend, but I'm thinking head coaches like to have their own quarterback, like having their own recipe when they make breakfast. It's their own recipe. I like vanilla in my pancake batter. Screw you, you're in blueberry, because I make good blueberry. I make good blueberry pancakes. So, yeah, grade for the Patriots is an F. It's an F. It's an F. There's no, you can't even say it's a D. It's F. F for the fans, because at least they showed up. Sometime the team did not, and I hate to say that about a team because I'm not anywhere near even remotely athletic as they are, but man, that has to hurt. Especially if you are a rookie or you were there for like 2 or 3 years after Brady left, and you're like, what was Brady like? Is now the new thing of keeping the veteran players going. Yeah, that was a good day, but I really need to get paid, so I'm gonna go play for a terrible team or a mediocre team or a team that's just needing me for $20. I'll go. And that's the Patriots. That was a long tangent, but I feel like seeing Belichick finally end, I think it'll probably give him just a little bit more of attention for what they are. So, the Jets are done, the Patriots are done, the losers that didn't make the playoffs are done. Let's go to teams that actually made the playoffs. And the sad thing is, both were what we thought they were in the playoffs. So next time we talk about it, we'll be talking about the Miami Dolphins, a team that I felt like could have done something. But just like the Flipper franchise, it eventually had died out and people forgot and just remember the nostalgia. I was like, oh yeah, remember how the Dolphins were back in the day? Yeah, that was good. We're still 17-0 and won a championship. We'll hold that to our grave. Until next time, I'm Cortez, and I'm a critic. Thank you very much for watching.